What's up, guys? Welcome back to my Madden 20 franchise season. This is currently week 13. I'm playing the Cleveland Browns. I played them back in week 11, and I beat them. So if I beat them again, I'll have the season sweep on them. And this one actually might count because me and the Cleveland Browns have been like neck and neck with our records. So this one actually might be pretty significant. I'm not too sure. I think it will be because we've been like pretty much neck and neck. So if I have a season sweep against them, that'll really help. If you don't know what that means, that'll put me, if the Cleveland Browns and me finish with the same record at the end of the season, that'll automatically put me above them since I already beat them twice. So that'll automatically put me above them. And if you don't know how that works, like there's all sorts like tiebreakers, like if they were to win one and I were to win one. I'm not too sure how in-depth that all goes, but basically if I beat them here, I have the season sweep. So hope you all enjoy, guys. Stay tuned.
But it's time for a little football, so we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns ready to go to work here on offense, and their man behind center, well, that's Baker Mayfield, the #1 overall pick last season, who set a rookie record with 27 touchdown passes. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. The first carry now. This is Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right now.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So here are the Steelers under longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
An absolute prototype for what you draw up as a big, strong quarterback that has to stay in the pocket and make big throws with people all around him and even hanging on him, and still has that type of strength to get the ball downfield. Ben Roethlisberger, an absolute rock in the pocket, but he also can escape and make big plays that way as well.
Here's Conner on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger will throw. Big hold to the 30. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week, 7 catches, 112 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Conner, and some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun, Johnson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Mayfield finding Beckham. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Go. First down. 55. Let him know.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mayfield down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. This is the tight end, Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2:30. Come on, 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
180. Check. 53.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
Black 20. Check 53.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Connor trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
180. 53. Mike. What we got?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the week?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Complete. It's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Conner. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Black 20. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Conner. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Connor, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Good. Now makes this a 15-7 game. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
To get started, one-possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I got the season sweep on the Browns. I think that'll help me since we've been like pretty much neck and neck with records. So I'm now 7-5. Things are looking awesome. I'm on a great win streak. I play the Arizona Cardinals, which I'm not trying to jinx myself or anything. They're not necessarily that great, at least in Madden 20. Obviously, I know recently, this past NFL season in real life, they've actually been pretty decent. So I'm currently 7-5. I'm above the Browns in the AFC North standings, and I am right below the Baltimore Ravens. So it's now looking like it's going to come down to me and the Baltimore Ravens. Who knows, though? I could start losing, and the Browns, they could start winning like crazy. So overall, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.